Hello and
Hello
welcome to
and welcome to what
Modern Life
life
Mission. My
is
name is
doing. My name
Miriam.
is Mary.
I have two amazing guests here. Excellent Ijang. I hope I got that right. And David Inang. I also hope I got that right. Okay, guys, please introduce yourself and say hi to the viewers. Excellent, you can go first.
Okay, good afternoon. I was wondering who was going to go first. Hello, everyone. I am Excellency Jang. I am a recent graduate from the University of Uyo from the Department of Medical Physiology, and I am currently a certified fashion designer. And it's so good to be back here again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm David and now I finished from Unical, that's Modern Languages and Translation Studies. That's focus on French language. Currently, I work with Quiver Media. It's a media house where we are out for talent development. So basically, that's what I do currently. Thank you.
Yeah, the life journey after school. So today's session we are talking about the reality of job searching after graduation. So I'll start with excellent first. If you could describe your
I'm not sure if I got your question clearly.
okay.
Can you hear me? Because
I can hear you. Did you hear my question?
no, I didn't hear your question.
Okay, I asked
Okay, I asked
if you could describe your after
in
school
one word.
in one word, what would it be and why?
My journey in school with one word, is that what you said?
When you
When you
graduated.
graduated.
Hear me.
Can she hear me?
Excellent.
Excellent. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, but I wasn't hearing anything
So my
So
you said before.
my question is
okay,
okay. I asked school in one word. What would it be and why?
what would it be?
If I could describe my journey in one word,
After school.
okay, since I still haven't gotten your question, I'm just going to answer what I think you asked me, which is to describe my journey in school in one word. To be honest, I'm going to say amazing. Yes, despite the stress, the trauma,
Okay.
the excitement, and the troubles, I would still say it's exciting. So, yes.
So how was it after?
Okay.
While we are waiting on her, would you like to describe your own journey? just in case.
Okay,
Okay,
excellent. You're referring to me,
excellent.
right?
You're trying to right?
Yes, yes.
Asked me, which is describe my journey in school.
Okay. Okay, to describe my journey just in a sentence, my journey in school, I would say it's a mix, right? It's a mix of growth, challenges, and self-discovery too, because it actually taught me resilience. Because going through Unical, it will teach you resilience and how to keep going despite the odds. So for me, that's just a summary of my experience in school generally.
Okay, now you see why I said I did not want to go to Unical because um of the whole stress involved in it. Because I mean, it's well. Before she comes back
Yeah, but
in,
Yeah, but I think every school,
no, go
okay,
ahead, go
but I
ahead.
think every school comes with
Oh, definitely, yes, yes, I
its
agree
own
with that.
challenges. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, maybe you can share a little bit of your journey just before she comes in, like very brief. I'll share mine, then if she doesn't come in, we'll continue like that. That's okay.
Okay,
okay.
basically,
Before I started,
before I started school, before I started school, that's 2012, 2012, and I already had some leadership experience before starting school. So that gave me advantage when I got into school. You get, and from my year one, I already occupied the leadership position in school. I was the provost of the department. So it gave me access to my lecturers, to my senior colleagues in other departments within the faculty. And as at my year two, I was already a local chairman, conducting an election for the whole department. And as at year three, I was the class prefect, also the one that led my whole class to Badagry, because it's compulsory every third year we do our French, do that year outside school in the French speaking country. So ours was two. So I led my class for that journey. And going back to Unical final year, I was the departmental president. So it has been from one level of leadership to the other. And that alone, it's really an eye opener for me because it set the tone of what I'm doing currently today. True. But most persons, when they get into school, they want to shy away. They
Yeah,
want to like,
yeah.
no, I
no,
don't want
I
to
don't
get
want
involved
to
into
involve into
politics
politics
or
at all.
you get.
Okay.
So
So
for me, generally, I would
I
say I discovered myself early enough
early
before starting
Yeah.
school.
school.
Yeah. So that kept me focused. I knew what I wanted, and I was just going for it. Yeah. So basically, I think let me hold it at that point, and you also hear from me too.
So I want to
Okay. Welcome back.
Gloria, I didn't still get your question.
and I asked them afterwards, like for the job market in Nigeria. The question
I didn't get your question. Debbie, I don't know if you got her question, or at least a little bit of
My
it.
question.
I did
Mute your
not.
mic. Your mic.
Her audio is breaking. I can't hear what she's saying. Oh, we can't.
I can only read your lips, but I can't hear what you're saying, so I don't know.
Hear you, Miss Glory. Man, this is serious. This is
Network
part
is
of the
just
challenges we face in Nigeria.
honestly, and it can be so frustrating. You can imagine if this was a job interview. God, we'll probably all lose it because Nigeria.
And
That is why I would say our academic structure in Nigeria is not based on, it's not solution driven, so to say. It's more theoretical. It's not solution driven, like what are we actually doing in school? When we finish school for like doing a program for like 5, 4 years, and you're out of school, and you really can't create a solution that will benefit the nation, so to say. But because people that are studying engineering, this should be fixed. Not at this age and time in Nigeria, we're still struggling with network issues. It should be fixed. Man,
Okay, away from
I just hope we get over it one day.
did you say anything? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so away from the network wahala, you shared your story and you mentioned how you moved from one political leadership to not really political, but like how you moved from one leadership position to another. Unlike me, I have never been someone to like politics, like never. So even when I got into school, I did not want any position as little as class rep because right from primary school days, I have been a class prefect once or twice. I have been the timekeeper right from primary school. Secondary school, I was house captain, no assistant house captain, and then I came into university. I'm like, no, we're not taking on this stress. So right from year one, I was just this, innocent girl going through tutorials because school was on strike as at then. So I just did tutorials with exams, did my second semester, my second year, did the third year, went on IT periods because I don't have to attend lectures. So I just had to deal with other personal stuff. And it was really good. Then my final year and then down to graduation. It was a bumpy ride. It was a beautiful one also. But then yeah, I'm here and I didn't like to take up leadership position. And fortunately, none came to my end. I think I only took up leadership position in my church, the church on campus, and that was because I was serving in a unit and I was diligent and hardworking and trustworthy too. So I just had to, continue. But aside that, um, I think my stay in the university has been okay. And moving on to after school life. After school life wasn't even as I expected. Because I mean, when you're in school, everybody is like, oh, she's in school, let's send her money, let's get her this, let's get her that, and all of that. But after school, nothing was coming forth. And one thing I really regret about this whole school situation is that I did not start a business while I was in school. I had a skill which I have been nurturing for, I think, close to 10 years now, no more. At that close 10 years, or a little bit more than 10 years, I have been nurturing my fashion designing skills. I just started as with tailoring, learning how to cut clothes and all of that right from GS3. So my year two, second semester, that COVID period when everybody was resting, somewhere down the holiday, that period, I had to continue my passion in fashion. Don't play. So yes, I registered. I started learning from a lady um in Calabar. And not long after, they called off the strike, the ASO strike, and people were free to move around. So all I had to do was, go back to school and continue my education. So right after school, instead of staying jobless, no, right before I even got into this, I really did stay jobless, helpless, and however you're going to describe it after school. Because all I wanted to do was rest. And that was what I did. So I was resting, I was watching movies, I was just eating. I didn't even know how I survived that period. It was just good. And then yes, that was the same, excuse me, that was the same period I was also attending um seminars, events, webinars, conferences. I just told myself I was not going to relent on this one because it was like an eye-opening experience for me. I mean, that was the same period when many people held lots and lots of conferences because you see these conferences that was this leadership this, leadership that. And alongside attending these conferences, I was also volunteering. I refused to, waste my time doing nothing. So I told myself that, okay, you know what? We're going to volunteer. So anybody needs any help, I'll just be out there. And yes, I didn't stay back. I'll most likely be ushering or in the welfare department because that's one thing I really do love doing. Attending the event, I'm not attending the event, I am ushering. And I just continued gaining more knowledge, more knowledge, more knowledge. And then I told myself, no, was going off shelf. It was going to break me. So I said to go back to the fashion industry. I reached out to my pastor's wife, who is one of the best fashion designers in Nigeria. Yes, I said that. Who is one of the best fashion designers in Nigeria. And I wanted to learn from her. I was already certified the previous year, which was the year of my graduation. And she was asking me because I was just to stand in for somebody. And I reached out to her, like, oh, I want to learn. And she was like, okay, come on board. And I started learning, growing, sacrificing. I made lots of mistakes. I learned. She was just so good to me. And then like, and not long after, I got a scholarship in a fashion academy through one of my mentors, Miss Faith Peter. So a shout out to her. I got a scholarship in the Fatih's Couture Fashion Academy, and I continued. Now, I never intentionally looked for a job. Yes, because somewhere inside of me, I just told myself that I do not want to work for anybody. I would rather render my service, and if you want to pay me, no problem. But that system of having to go to work, because I wasn't ready to use my certificate. And if I was going to use my certificate, I would rather get a master's degree first rather than just, going like that. So I would rather get a master's degree and further my education and, do something useful with my certificate. But I never really, oh God, Nigeria. Nigeria will always be Nigeria. I'm sorry. Let me just try and get light in here. Okay, David, thank God you are back. I think you can continue. Oh, this isn't good enough for me.
Okay, okay.
Can you hear me? You can continue.
Okay. Since Miss Grace, Miss Lori is here to connect.
Yes, you can list out, skills that fresh graduates can acquire before and after school. Yes, because that would be really useful to them.
I didn't get that.
Okay, I said you can list out skills that students can learn before and after school.
Okay. All right. Basically, this is actually due to experience because most of the times after school, your certificate may not give you access to that job you're looking for. So they are soft skills and yeah, basically soft skills that one can learn as a student in school, which will give you an advantage over your colleagues in the labor market. First off, we'll start with digital skills because in this age and time, we can't overemphasize acquiring digital skills. It's very, very important because a graduate finishing from school, you spend 5 years in school and you're being offered a job and you're not familiar with the computer system. It doesn't really blend. So no matter what you're studying in school, learning a computer skill is very, very important. As basic as Microsoft Word. I have so many graduates today that don't even understand how to use Microsoft Word. How much more Excel to get and PowerPoint. So these three application, Microsoft, Excel, and PowerPoint, they are the basic tools used in almost all the organizations you get. So we both finished school with the same degree, and we are applying for a job in the same company. Although we both finished with first class, but the question is, what's the extra thing you have that I don't have? Why should I take you? So your extra skills as the digital skills is very important. That's one I would say. Also, too, learn communication. Learn communication. The school won't teach us this thing. So communication is a soft skill that everyone needs to acquire. How effective can you communicate? So by the time you're done with school and you can't communicate effectively and you find yourself in a corporate environment, I tell you, to look so strange to you. You really can't survive in that environment. So you'll be thinking the people they are just too hard. No, that's the requirement of that environment. So, but how can we get these things? There are lots of online courses we can take most of these programs. So communication skill it's another one that we need to learn as learn while in school. Also, if you miss this while in school, you should learn this after school. And learning this after school, you're already behind time. You're already behind time. Truly so. Because these things we are shouting today are the basic things we should know even at the secondary school level, not even at higher institution. At the higher institution, we should be implementing these things we've acquired acquired eyes for all of these things, and now we are like working around the clock in ensuring that we can catch up time because we are really, really behind time. Now, if we pull out a graduate from any university, let's say federal university, so to say, and place such a person in the global market, how effective can it compete? Because no one wants to hear I finished from Unical. No one wants to hear I finished from Uni. No. The thing is, you're a graduate, now you're in the global market.
Network is really not smiling on us today, but I think we'll just have to wrap it up. On my own end, David has listed the basic skills you need to learn. You need to learn team building also, you need to learn communication, all these leadership skills. You just need to keep learning. And that's the thing about life. You never stop learning until you die. At least I learned that from my grandmother. On my own end, I'm gonna share that while you are still in school, please leverage on the free courses that you may find, on the conferences that will be hosted, on the seminars, the workshops, everything. Just keep attending the seminars and don't just go for going sake. Network with people, build great relation. I'm not saying increase your contact list. No, build relationship with people. Let them know this is what you do, this is who you are, and you are there and ready to serve them. And they'll be at your own service too. So leverage so much on the conferences and events that will be hosted in your schools, in your community, just places around you, online and on site. So yes, build great relationship. I'm gonna say it again. Build your network. Oh, finally, neighbor. So build your network, build your net worth also. I know it sounds crazy to start in school, but if you can start up a business in school, that's one thing I really do regret not doing. Starting a business in school, or upgrading on my skills while I was still in school. So yes, learn different skills. You can learn soft skills, you can learn hard skills. Go and learn baking, learn tailoring, learn shoemaking, hair making, makeup, gele, very good things. And as a student, you can start selling. You can sell jewelries, you can sell underwears, you can sell snacks, you can even bake and sell anything to put money in your pocket. So when you graduate, you're not just leveraging on your family members. So yes, and like I said earlier on, volunteer is going to do you a whole lot, especially when you get the certificates. I think I have a couple of certificates from volunteering, and it's going to do so well on my CV. So volunteer, make sure you serve people, and most importantly, build your relationship with God. I know, I'll not say I don't think, but I know that I will not get this far, how far I have gotten without God. So make sure that at the center, at the core of everything you're doing it with God. Make sure you've discovered your purpose even while in school, at least as much as you can. Purpose is not something you discover and you stay. No, you keep unfolding every aspect of your purpose. So I'm going to go over them again. Build a personal relationship with God. Leverage on the conferences that will be hosted around you, the webinars. Learn soft skills, learn hard skills, improve on your skills. If your mother ever kept you in one tailor shop where you were small and you really enjoyed it, now is the time to keep working on that skill, to keep improving, keep improving. Is it baking? Do you have a friend that can help you out? Is it YouTube? Whatever it is, keep learning. Learn your soft skill. Learn how to communicate, how to be an active listener, how to, lead people, how to control your temper, learn empathy, learn emotional intelligence, and, just keep improving on yourself. And I promise you that by the time you're done with school, you will not be stranded, because either you have the business you started out, or you have relationships to leverage on anything, but one way or the other you're going to be successful. And I pray that even when you are out and you want to further your education, that God will give you the strength, the resources, and the right set of people to help you. And it was really, really, really nice to do this. I am so grateful to Miss Glory James for inviting me to More Than Headlines. It's been a beautiful ride, and I really do hope you enjoyed this despite the network issue. Okay, David is back, but I'm sorry. I was just about to end the session since it was just me and I shared a couple of stuff. So I don't know if you have anything to share quickly before we end the live session.
Okay, Miss Lori, she can't connect anymore.
No, I don't think so. But she asked that we could, end the session by 3. So that was why I wanted to end it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, basically, what
Okay.
I wanted to add
Basically,
to
what
all
I
of this is before one graduates from school, one needs to make an effort to have a professional LinkedIn profile. There are so many graduates today that don't have a LinkedIn account. All they do is Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. You getting it now? So you're a graduate from school, you need to make an effort to
Okay, since his network is bad, it's still showing connecting. And I just got a message from Glory to wrap up the session. I really do hope you learn a thing or two from this live session. Please do not just go to school, read and pass. No, it's not going to do you so much help when you graduate. Make sure you leverage on everything that we have all shared from our experience and from our knowledge. Thank you and bye.